When Asmon's talking about this, it makes me so happy because I've already talked about this for many years, the downward spiral of Twitch's ad revenue, as well as with the, I guess, the blow up of Hasanabi's extremist political takes because he's willing to say whatever he has to say in order to entertain his terrorist-like community. Well, now nobody wants to sponsor anybody on Twitch, which is great. I truly don't know why Dan Clancy is taking such a hit for the world's biggest retard with the world's smallest head. But I guess let's talk about Twitch and how Asmongold may be retiring.
Twitch revenue is at an all-time low. Is it really? Is this true?
This is how the Twitch ad revenue has gone.
Canute in my video makes me a happy day. I love this man. This guy is the reason why I went on a weight loss journey. This man is the fucking GOAT. Let me move my chat. Respect that man. Canute, my fucking boy. I love this dude.
Ad revenue is an all-time low.
It's not that low, but it is very low. It's at like 60% of what it used to be.
And not down to zero. This is a little bit over.
And now, obviously, in case you guys don't know this, ad revenue goes up the closer we get to December. Now, why is that? Because that's Christmas. That's when advertisers want to blow all their loads on advertising and people getting ready for Christmas. And post-Christmas, ad revenue drops down hard. Now, usually things stabilize again around April, but there's a reason why content creators go on break in January and February because nobody wants to upload during those times because ad revenue, I shit you not, is 20% of what it is in Christmas. So like for Christmas, I'll make like, you know, 80K. For January, I'll make like 20K, right? It really is that big of a fucking differential. It really is. Now, the problem is that we're in May. And now ad revenue is worse than what it was in January with the same numbers. This has never happened before on Twitch. It is really, really fucking bad.
We're done, of course. Take it easy. Yeah. This is a little bit over.
Oh, and then also, I want to make this very clear. 20K as a streamer is still fucking amazing. 20K in a month, I'm extremely privileged. I'm extremely blessed. But I'm just letting you know, for me, you know, a guy, I'm going to be fine regardless. I'm just thinking about the content creators who are making like $800 a month, and now they're only making $200 a month, which could lead to a lot of y'all's favorite content creators quitting the fucking, you know, the system. Like, you know, content creators like Captain Cabinets or maybe Saint Tontas or Itoma or Ethan, you know, people like that wouldn't be able to survive if the climate of Twitch ad revenue doesn't change, and they might have to get a gulp real job. And here's some behind the scenes for you. Some of them already are working real jobs. Even me, even I'm working a job where I'm at. I do full-time content creation as well as I have a fucking side gig that I do every fucking day. But I mean, that's what you got to do to keep up in today's economy. It's bad. It really, really, really is bad.
It's not from, it isn't cut down to 10%, but it is down. I talked to Miskiff about it yesterday as well.
This is my graph.
And he said he looked at his, when he saw his dashboard.
Yeah, so Asmongold, let's pull this up here. After clip, we'll pull up mine as well.
Ad revenue compared to before, it's so shit. But that's good that we have Kick as well, that we can help us. Maybe that will...
I'm also thinking about multi-streaming on Kick.
So basically, we have, let's see if I can pull it up. So this is the amount of money I get from ads every single...
Okay, great. So Mr. Asmongold made $24,000 in revenue over the past month. Let's pull up mine just so we can compare it side by side. I would like to note that Asmongold gets about 10 times my fucking viewership. 14,762. This is how much I've made. My ads were completely disabled for 3 weeks because I called Frogan a fat, disgusting bitch. I called her fat, and I got banned for 3 weeks. Or banned for 3 weeks. I appealed it down to 3 days, but they kept my ad revenue off for a whole 3 weeks. Before the ban, I was making around $400 of ads. Post-ban, I'm making around $100 to $80 on ad revenue, which is, yes, quite the drop. It sucks ass.
Every single week. So on April 28th, I made $0 from ads. On the 29th, I made 0.03 cents from ads. On the 6th, I made 0.06 cents from ads. This one was really weird. On May 1st, I actually made $6 from ads.
$6? That's huge. That's big.
advertising, which is
How does YouTube revenue compare to this? YouTube ad revenue for me is double what I make off of Twitch.
crazy. $4 from advertising on May 2nd. May 3rd, we're all the way up to $8. $17 on Sunday, May the 4th.
That's big.
Crazy amount of money there.
That's huge.
And let's take a look at this here. $15 in ads. Now we're back again at 11 cents for ads. 21 cents for ads. 10 cents for ads. Let's see here.
Rough.
17 cents for ads. 0.07 cents for ads. And they've also taken away my Turbo payments as well. So for a while, I was getting paid a lot with Turbo because I have a lot of viewers and tons of people watch me.
That looks
So
nice.
Turbo was getting aggregated in as the percentage of people. Because let me explain how much money I would be making if I had advertisement turned on for this level of delivery.
It would be insane.
So I'm going to go ahead and just give you an idea about how much money this would have been, okay? All right, so we have 39,000.
Yeah, I think Asmongold will probably be in the six figures 100%.
This is the amount of money that I made.
Yep.
This is the amount of money I would have made if I had ads enabled.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Now, I know this very well. I've streamed on Twitch for a long time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Probably
100%.
on. Yes, exactly. And so enable them wholly. Who cares? Per month? Yeah, this would be per month on this channel.
Let me just run the numbers in my head. This I know this is like trying to farm easy base claps. I'm trying to think the actual number of what he would actually make is probably. I don't think he would have made $400,000 that month. I think he would have probably at best made somewhere between 140 and 160,000. But the point is, he's still passing up on a lot of fucking money on the table. I don't think he's passing up on 300 grand. He's more so passing up on 100 grand. But yeah, just running the numbers in my head on a broad estimate.
And so, yes, exactly. It's a lot of money. And seeing it that much doesn't make me jealous. It makes me want to grind harder. I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, as long as you're making, like, you don't need to make $1 million a month to be happy.
True.
If you make $100,000 to $200,000 a year, you will start capping out on happiness.
How sustainable is Twitch only? Oh, it's just not. Yeah, it's not. I'll be real, man, and I'm just keeping it 100%. Like, Twitch is a dying platform. You don't grow on Twitch at all. YouTube's where it's at. YouTube is the better platform. It just is, right? YouTube is where I make, I make about 3 times more off YouTube than I do off of Twitch, right? And it's just way easier. It's way easier to do. It's way more user-friendly. Everything makes sense. But yeah, Twitch is just dying for sure. But that being said, I love Twitch, and I don't want to leave Twitch. But yeah, it does kind of suck ass. There's no discoverability on Twitch. I'm not really out here gaining tons of followers every new day. Even though I have tons of new viewers, people will really like just not follow for no particular reason. YouTube makes you more money on ads. Yes, and I'm making a ludicrous amount of money on YouTube. This month on Twitch, I'm making about 14K. On YouTube this month, I'm making around 60 grand. Right? So I'm making around 3-4 times the amount on Twitch than I am on on YouTube than I am on Twitch. Yeah, and Kick pays a fuck ton. But the problem is getting viewers on Kick is the hardest part. But the chat interactivity on YouTube is far worse. The thing is, though, it is worse, but it's not so much worse that it like discredits the entire platform. You know what I'm saying?
If you think, and if you're making $150,000 a year and you don't live in San Francisco or New York, right? You live in an average city and you are unhappy and you're making $150,000, $200,000 a year, you probably will not be happier with more money.
Yes, absolutely.
Just being honest. Like,
my take is money isn't everything unless you don't have it. And that's pretty much it, right? Money for me is as long as I can sustain myself and know that I'll be safe in my future, I'm completely content. And I just don't worry about it. But whether I was making $60,000 a month or $600,000 a month, it wouldn't really change anything about the way I live, other than I would probably just like hire a butler in my house. That's pretty much it.
your problem is probably not money. And this is, by the way, a statistical wrong. Guys, there is never, like, I have never been more right. That's not true. There have been a lot of times that I've been more right than this, even though this is statistically proven. This is a statistically observed and proven phenomenon. You can research it and look into it yourself. There's a tremendous amount of diminishing returns once an individual reaches the amount of money where they have enough money to effectively live a relatively, worry-free lifestyle, right?
Absolutely.
And so that's it. So I used to make tons of money off of Turbo. You guys see this. This is $500 per Turbo every single month. So let's take a look at how much money I was making from Turbo. I made
I'm actually curious, how much money was I making off of Turbo? Okay, so I'm making like $100 off Turbo, $60, $100, $88. How much money is Asmon making off that shit? Yeah, around $600. This makes sense. Asmongold gets like a lot more viewers, so he gets like 6 times the amount of turbos that I get. So that makes sense.
For Turbo every single month. So let's take a look.
To be honest, I thought he would have gotten more, but oh well.
Look at how much money I was making from Turbo. I made $17,000 from Turbo last month. This month, I have made $4. So if you go...
Get fucked, dude. Time to throw out the job application, buddy.
From $17,000, and you go from that to $4, gentlemen.
Kind of a big difference.
Are they
huh?
still hiring?
I know, right? Yep.
Ah, geez, guys,
That's rough.
this might be me soon. Oh no!
Title of the video: Asmongold has to retire. Oh man, what a shame.
Oh no, what is this? Where's my Turbo money going? I don't know. And that's the crazy thing, is that all of these people, I want to understand from...
Yeah, that's what I love, is that Twitch will just take our money away from the streamers, and they won't tell you where it's going. And I'll tell you where it's going. It's going in Dan Clancy's fucking pocket. And I think it's bullshit that they can just do this. They can just decide, well, you know what? Because you did a bad thing, now we're getting all your money. Now you're not getting anything, and we're getting all of that. So go ahead, continue forth. What the fuck is that? You're going to turn off my ad revenue, and you're going to take it all for yourself? You're going to say now you don't get your Turbo money, we do? Like, that's also disingenuous for the fucking viewers, because the viewers are watching these ads for us. They're not watching that for Twitch. That's bullshit. That shit's going straight into Hamas, Diddy, Osama bin Laden, Adolf Hitler, Piker.
Twitch. Why it is...
When did all this BS start? Last month or this month? It started really big last month, and now it's gotten even worse this month.
That I was getting paid all of this money from Turbo every single month. I was getting $17,000. Do you know how many bags of beef jerky I could buy with $17,000?
$17,000. I think he could buy 2,000 bags of beef jerky, based on the brand that Asmongold likes, which roughly runs $8. So I think somewhere around 2,120 bags of beef jerky.
5. And so, where's all this money going? What happened to it? I don't know what the fuck this is. And so, because they hate you. Yes, and I was making this much money before then. Before then as well.
Look at that.
And so I was making all of this Turbo money. This is, I guess, right whenever I first started, right? Yeah, this is it. I made $56,000 in a day. That was a very good day for...
That's
very
big.
good day for me. And let's see here, Turbo. And you can see, obviously, you know, this really fucked it up a lot because, like, you know, the average, like, for everything got messed up.
I will be completely legitimate. The average Asmongold viewer does not subscribe. They do not Twitch Prime. They do not sub to anybody. They're all using ad block, and everybody knows that shit. Like, it is actually astounding how little any of these guys fucking sub. It's fucking wild.
But you can see how Turbo was a really good amount of the money. Like even this right here, $15,000, or sorry, $1,500 for Turbo right here. And so Trump's supposed to be live at 3 p.m. Well, I'll be there. I mean, I'll watch it when he's live if it's something important, you know? So yeah, I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, they just totally took it away from me. Yeah, they straight up took away my Turbo money completely.
Yeah, it's bad.
Let me see if I can find this thing with old Donald showing up.
Wait, I'm in this video? We have made 14...
Shut up, Baldy. Where's we?
It's the royal we. It's the royal we. I don't know why I talk about that. I don't know why I talk that way. I just have this issue of using the royal we. And let me Google this. It's how kings speak. The word "we" used by a king or queen instead of I don't know why I talk that way. I do. It's like, we have judged you and found you wanting, right? I've always been this way. We the people, yeah, man, of course. We and I'll be real. I do a lot of giveaways, to be fair.
What do you mean we? What do you mean we? What are we talking about we? What the hell are you talking about we? But where's my money? I don't know.
Yeah.
Is Tectone even subscribed to me? User Tectone.
Oh no! Oh no! I'm not. I'll be real. I didn't even know you could sub to Asmon.
Actually, yeah, that's my boy.
Wait, I am? Wait, I am? Did I leave that shit on auto renew? God damn it, auto renew got my ass. Bro's been scamming me for months. That's bullshit. Was I gifted or was I manually subbed? I was gifted. I will now manually sub. That is stolen valor right there, ladies and gentlemen. That is stolen valor.
Yeah. Yeah, he is.
Big dub.
He is. He's
Big
sub.
dub. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, he is. Never mind.
Big dub. $15,000 this month. 1 month, lol. Has he had subs turned on longer than that? I don't remember when Asmon got the ability to get subs. However,
I actually, the worst thing is I don't think I'm subbed to Tectone. I gotta subscribe to Tectone. I feel really bad now.
he don't gotta do shit, man. He don't gotta do shit. That's so funny though. I fucking love this guy.
Jesus Christ.
No, I'll be calling in. I'll be calling in an Asmon favor, and it'll more than make up for a sub. But I can't. I have never called in an Asmon favor, but I've known Asmon now for nearly 4 years, and there will come a day where I'm gonna need him to help me out with something, and we'll see. We'll see if he can do that for me. We'll see.
But no, his is gifted. Okay, yeah, now I don't feel bad. Yeah, see, look, yeah.
Okay, I was exposed. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, there's a big charity that I want to do in a couple of months. And I'm going to see if Asmon will want to do it with me. But it might involve a little bit of physical exercise, so I doubt he's going to want to do that. But we'll see. Anyways, yeah, me and Asmon are going to have to retire. Title of this video, Asmon is leaving. One of those.